I heard this before. There is nothing new what you said. I know this all the time. In India, my grandmother used to tell me stories about this. What are you telling that is new? I'm sure all of that is correct. But unless you commit to yourself to do something which you feel that is right, nobody else can help you. Third one, of course, you can have credibility, you can have commitment, but if you don't have courage, lots of your dreams will never get fulfilled. The courage means 95% of what you do is based on what you learned from other people, the best practices. The 5% of what you do, it is based on your own unique wisdom, your own uniqueness. If you focus on your own uniqueness, you can build your brand. Like when you network with a large number of people, when somebody meets 30 people, if they have to remember who you are, in your conversation, in your looks, in your listening, in that 30 seconds, you need to be able to bring who you are to them. Then people will remember. Have you ever listened to Dalai Lama? If you go, there may be 10,000 people in the audience. But if he looks at you, you feel as if he is only talking to you, nobody else. Some of these sages have got the ability to be with you so totally. They listen to you so completely that you are transformed in that moment. That requires courage. For us to believe in who we are, what we bring, our signature strength, and then drop the other stuff which we are trying to look good, especially resumes. If you want to improve your career, many times we pad up the resume. Unfortunate part of it is, if you give 8 things you can do, some of them you picked up by reading books, some of them you have worked in one project, some of them you have a deep and long experience. If you put all of them in the same line, how will somebody else pick it up? If you can identify saying, these are some things I am world class. These are some things I am good but not great. These are some things I am learning right now. Imagine that authenticity, especially when people are looking for something where there is a reliability, there is sincerity, there is commitment, there is honesty, you will come up much quicker, don't you? But of course, 90% of the people who hear this will say, but life doesn't happen that way. So many times I did that, I did not get picked up. But it is like marriage, you may see 100 partners, but you only get married to one. At least officially, legally, that's what you're supposed to do. So that means, it is not how many failures you had that matter. Did you get the success? Why don't you learn from one success instead of coming up with all the scar tissue about 99 failures? So, you have to begin to recognize, ultimately, if you want to grow, you have to develop integrity. And how do you do that? Credibility gap, courage gap, and commitment gap. These are the 3 things that will help you significantly as you go forward. And I hope I touched upon some of the things that are probably important. And as you can see, this is a theme which we are just smelling, we are just beginning to touch upon. This will take a large amount of practice and a large amount of letting go, because you can never master it. Only time we can end up with any significant knowledge about this is that when we are being buried or when we are being burned, depending on our belief system and our traditions. If you can take some of these things, look at it and say, what mindset do I operate from? What bridges or what gaps do I need to bridge? And where am I in the especially joy, service, skills and needs? Where am I on that scale, and where am I providing to other people? If you can take those 3, your self-development, your career development can completely get onto a different scale. I wish you all the best, and thank you for the invitation.
Hello everybody. I would like to thank Mr. Chawla ji for giving us his time for this event, and also like to thank Dr. Prasad Kaipa ji for giving such an inspiring talk. And I would also like to thank the music group headed by Sunil Gangu, and also like to thank all the volunteers and each one of us who gave his or her valuable time to the organization. Our intent is to build a community of people, IT professionals of Indian origin, so that we can not only help ourselves by enhancing our career, but also our community and our beloved country, India. So thank you so much. Happy Independence Day. And and we are planning to do a next event in September. And there's a legal attorney, Kalpana Pedibotla, who is going to give a talk about immigration legal issues, H-1B, green card, and things like that. So if you have any questions, any doubt, if you want to talk to a legal advisor, she'll be here in our next event that's going to be in September. So please sign up for a mailing list and we'll send you more details about the events we are planning to do in coming months. Thank you.
So thanks for attending. One thing that we had skipped is a question answer session. I know that you may have a lot of questions. So we can interact on email. So there would be, we will create a complete on our website where you can post the questions and I would get them answered from Dr. Kaipa ji. With lack of time, we could not give justice to that, and you can ask questions about the organizations also.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाए तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की जय।